This is the end of 2015, and you guys might be tempted to carry some of this stuff over into 2016, your mistakes or your regrets, whatever the case might be. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that because God forgives you. And so this song isn't a song, it's a conversation between me and my Father. And the whole point of the story is that, well, you'll hear it when you hear it. So if you guys should just give me a second, undivided attention, just silence in the room, and rock the song with no beat, go from there. God, forgive me. The person I am, it's not who I want to be. Two very different people, so much that it is hard to see. The overtaking of the latter upon the former. When it happens one day, I'll be a modern day reformer. I'm a modern day conformer on the roster suited up, but not making plays like a modern day bench warmer. I'm like the scarecrow, no brain and desperate, need of a donor, because I can't figure out this odyssey like I was Homer. God forgive me, I'm in a coma. Need the aroma of your love to kill the sin cancer like chemo to a melanoma. Am I a loner? Are you really as close as they say? In your scriptures, you're one call away. And it also say that you be sticking closer than a brother. What if I ain't got no brother? How am I supposed to discover the truth that's so apparent, but they've made it undercover? That you're my greatest lover, and you've loved me like no other. God forgive me, because I know I'm stressing you out. Believe the message of the cross, and still I struggle with doubt. And this complacency, no, it's killing you. Because it's killing me. Gasping for breath, blind though I can clearly see. God forgive me, because I've got all the time in the world. But when it comes to time for you, I've got more time for my girl. I've got more time for Facebook. Got more time to have fun. I've got more time to get on live and play that Xbox One. God forgive me. These hands. These hands I used to glorify your name, and the hands I used to slap you in the face are the same. These hands I fold when I pray to, lift when I praise you, are the very same hands that stab your back and betray you. God forgive me, honestly, you should love somebody else. Been abused and rejected, I don't even love myself. See these scars on my wrist? They're so I can feel alive, because there's not much left, and I'm still trying to survive. God forgive me. Do you forgive me? Could you forgive me? Would you forgive me? I forgive you, because my love, you could never comprehend. My love is deeper than depth, has no origin or end. It's how Almighty God calls mankind friend. It's why I let my son die. It's how he came back again. It's how red blood shed makes you whiter than snow. Don't see just where you're at, but sees all where you could go. Don't see just who you are, but sees who you could become. A moon in this darkness to reflect the light of my son. So your doubt and unbelief, you can hand it all over. Never stood a chance against the love of Jehovah. Never stood a match like 1 versus 3 was my love, grace, and patience versus your complacency. I can make you brand new. Your bad could never be bad enough. My love restores all your sob story isn't sad enough. Because if you did it all right, how could grace fit the equation? You've got your gold stars, why would you ever need salvation? Now you can slap me in the face. I'll turn the other cheek. I know you stabbed me in the back, but I still want you at my feet. Because I loved you way more than I could anything else. I loved you enough to make you in the image of myself. You see these holes in my feet? They're so you could feel alive. I came so you could have life and not just merely survive. Because I loved you way more than I could anything else. Loved you enough to make you in the image of myself. See this hole in my side? It's so you could feel alive. I came so you could have life and not just merely survive. I loved you way more than I could anything else. Loved you enough to make you in the image of myself. Crown of thorns on my head, and so you can feel alive. I came so you could have life and not just merely survive. I loved you way more than I could anything else. Loved you enough to make you in the image of myself. See these holes in my wrist, and so you could feel alive. I came so you could have life and not just merely survive. I loved you way more than I could anything else. Loved you enough to make you in the image of myself. See these holes in my wrist, and so you could feel alive. I came so you could have life and not just merely survive. The only reason why we do this. No, stop. That's the only reason why we do this. It's so that you can know that there's a God. But not only is there a God, but there's a God that loves you. So you might be tempted to go home and look in your mirror, right? And when you look in your mirror, what you choose to see is all of your mistakes and all of the judgment that people have put on you, all the things that people have said about you, all of your regrets. When you look in the mirror, like you see that looking back at you. But I would challenge you, when you go home into this new year, to look a little bit further and stare a little bit longer. Because if and when you do, you will see what is really staring back at you. The face of love, which is the face of God. So every time you go and look at your mirror, understand God loved you so much that he made you look like him. God has made everything in this universe, and the only thing that looks like him is us. And the only reason is because of love.